this out, right? Little theory here. Okay, so, right, we know that, what happens in the heavens, right, manifests here on earth, right? We also know that we live underneath a firmament, okay, which is it's a dome. It's a, I don't know if you can call it glass or whatever God material made it out of. It's a firmament. Think of remember those ice globes at Christmas time and stuff? You shake it up. You got snowman and little family stuff in there, and you got the little snow falling. At the bottom of that, right? There's a little plug, isn't it? Right? You can't get out of the dome through the dome, right? You have to go through the plug at the bottom of the dome. Get the water out, get the liquid, all that, right? So since it's as above, so below, and we know that these people have not been to space. We know that. Okay? A little space recordings and floating in the air. It's a studio. It's a TV studio. Okay? Green screen, all that. If you don't know, you better find out, right? Because what God has set in place, what God has created and set in place, it stays in place. It stays in place. So I don't believe that they bust the firmament open. I don't believe that. Because God directly created that. Right? So what if, since it's as above, so below, what if, right? Remember, water's in above us to the waters below, right? What if, in order to actually reach somewhere else in outer space, right? Planet, another planet, whatever. What if the exit is down? The ocean, right? I mean, it's a mirror to our universe, to our galaxy, right? As above, so below. It's a mirror. I've heard of them military people. I've heard that them of there being portals, right? Um, in the ocean. Okay, UFOs coming from the ocean, right? We know those are fallen angels, okay, in chariots. But just think about it. Like the world has been trying to make us believe one way, right? When the whole time it's been another way. The whole time it's been backwards. NASA means deception. 345 on my timer. NASA. It means deception. Okay? I don't know. The dots are starting to connect to me. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Just thought I'd bring that to you. Like, it makes sense to me, right? Because they're always trying to have us look this way while they're over here doing all this, right? Then they'll have something come up like a mad cow disease, right? Everybody's frantic, focusing on the mad cow disease while they're back here doing this, right? Bird flu. Now you're focused on the bird flu. They're still back here doing what you're not even aware of. Testing and prodding and poking on the public. The sheeple. Sheep people. Okay. Of course they would tell us that it's one way when it's really the other. Of course they would. So apply that to your personal life. What you've always been told, what you've always been taught, what you've always done. It's actually the opposite. You get me? Stop, take a second, sit down in seclusion, not with this is why people have trouble advancing, have trouble growing, have trouble developing more into their higher self. This is why, because they can't be alone. They always have to be around groups of people. They always have to be around somebody. That's why people get out of relationships, they hop right into the next one. Because they can't be alone with their thoughts, with their the things they've done. They can't be alone. So they latch on to somebody else and they never deal with their mess. They never deal with their crap. All they do is carry it to the next situation and then they inherit their crap along with their crap. And now you just got a whole bunch of crap. So that's why it's important to not jump from bedpost to bedpost, not jump from relationship to relationship before you've done the proper healing and introspection that you've needed to. Every relationship that's ended in your life, you're supposed to learn something from it. Even the ones that didn't end, you're supposed to learn something from it. People act like it's a sport. You're supposed to learn something in any and every relationship that you have. It's not just to have a mundane relationship. It's for a reason. Everything we do here is for a reason. Everything that happens to us is for a reason. Which means nothing is random. Nothing is, nothing's random except for the way life turns and goes in all these different directions, right? But nothing happens by accident. These people who are stuck, who are so low vibrational, they don't know that life is not a party. Life's not a party. Yes, we have fun in between, but life is not a party. One day I realized how much time that I was actually wasting. Like when I used to go out all the time and get drunk all the time and I realized one day how much time had been wasted over the years of my life. How much time I couldn't get back. I could not get it back. And that bothered me. It bothered me because it's like, what have I been doing this whole time? What do I have to show for it? Internally, though, not on the outside. What do I have to show for it on the inside? How have I grown? How am I not the same that I was then? Feel me? The point is, okay, every friendship, every lover relationship, and you're not supposed to sleep with every. This is for somebody, okay? Friends are friends for a reason. All right? Separate having sex with your friends from having sex with, your partner or one person or your husband or wife. How can somebody be your true friend and you're sleeping with them? Right? How? When it's in a friends with benefit situation, I'm talking about. Like when you're in marriage, yes, you can be best friends and husband and wife, whatever. But if you're not married, right? How? No, no, no. In the lower people stay, right? If they operate in low vibration, right? Low to the floor, low to the ground type things, like a snake on its belly. That low vibration. Okay, that causes their mental to be trapped on a low vibration as well. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't receive any higher information. They can't receive any wisdom. They can't receive any uh, 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 proper intellect. Why? Because it's blocked by their low vibing thoughts that they don't, that they can't differentiate. Right? They don't even know that when Satan's talking to them. The point is to know, to learn God's voice, and to learn the difference between God's voice and the enemy's voice. When I say God, I mean the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. As soon as you learn how to discern Satan from God in your thoughts, in your spirit, in anything that you make decisions in, as soon as you learn that they're both speaking to you at all times, that's the sooner you can get out of situations you've been in. 11:11 on the timer. Why? Because you can then make the right decisions, make correct decisions, because you're listening to the right voice now. Okay? That's why right is called right and left, left. Get it? Okay. All right. All right. I'll holler at y'all later. Thanks.